Hey guys, cheers to the freaking weekend, am I right? So, this week I sat Dougal down just to brush him up on combat and give him a little, I don't know, a little something something to talk about when he meets back up with Kane and Clarence. And hopefully, um, if if the boys are men of their word, there's no like cross, like Kane and Clarence aren't listening to this and Dougal isn't listening to Kane and Clarence's. So hopefully next time we all sit down, um, neither party knows the specifics of what happened in the other party's solo adventure. So bear with me, we'll be back together as a party doing dumb shit together. But I think this is pretty good. This is pretty fun. There's some more serious role playing, but there's also some silliness involved. So strap in. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. So you're in the artisanal brewhouse Karlak with the dwarven paladin Dane Dankill and the tiefling druid Creed. And you've told this gnome that your name is Merlin, and his reaction was a bit quizzical. He was a bit perplexed. And I think he said something like, "Oh, you don't really hear that name much, at least not anymore." So
That's right, yeah.
he's suspicious of you immediately.
Oh.
So what he does, he wants to get you just alone with him. So what he ends up saying
Ooh.
is,
Creed and Dane, was it? Um, I do want to talk to this Merlin here about something, so I need you to take something to the guild, to the Adventurers Guild for me. Could you do that, please?
and he kind of scribbles something on a piece of paper, and he gives it to Dane and Creed, and they kind of oblige without saying much of anything. They just hightail it out of there and leave you with this gnome.
Oh, see you guys.
You can even see the note that he gives them if you look in the chat, if you're interested in that.
Oh, that's what that is. Haha.
Yeah, so it like smudged because he folded it right after he wrote his name. So yeah,
Shamrock.
so his name's Shamrock. So we can just you basically you know his name's Shamrock.
Mm.
And yeah, so they leave. The gnome, whose name appears to be Shamrock, judging from the
Mm.
scrawled note he passes off to Dane, turns to you with squinted eyes and twisted lips.
You said your name was Merlin? That's a rare one. Next, you'll be telling me your surname is True Gift.
Yeah, well, what if I told you it is?
Well, do you know who you share your name with?
Well, I mean, I've got quite a big family. True Gift's a pretty common last name with wizards, as you may or may not know. Yeah. Do you have someone in mind though?
Well, um, if you follow me to my study, I'll show you who I thought you were.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. What you got?
Okay, so he leads you. He kind of walks with a limp, and you can see a walking stick resting against the wall, but he doesn't use it. He takes you to his study, A snuffed out fireplace dominates much of the already cramped floor space. Its mantle, like every other flat surface in the room, is covered in books and with scribbles in a language unfamiliar to you. A lone
Bit of a nerd.
west-facing window starts to cast light, well, onto the finely crafted writing desk, which has an old tome lying on it.
Mm.
So Shamrock picks up the tome and he shows it to you. And on the cover is a tall man with a bushy white beard and star-spangled robes, and he dominates much of the illustration on the front cover. And behind him stand a curious collection of people of different races in similarly strange attire, not necessarily robes, but
Mm.
different costumes almost. And the title reads Merlin and the Wunderkinder. And Shamrock says,
It's a children's book, you see. So Merlin Truegift to me is a fictional character. So like, are you looking to cause trouble, dude? I know who Merlin Truegift is, and he's not you.
Wow. That Merlin True Gift. He was named after me. The author wanted to, they wanted to write a book after me. See, I'm kind of famous where I'm from.
So you would know the date of publication of this book.
I mean, there's a lot of books been written after me. I can't know the names. I can't know the dates of all of them. You know what I mean?
Well,
so you're trying to deceive him again.
Yep.
Okay. Gonna make you roll.
Oh shit.
Okay, you rolled a 3.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, he's kind of pissed. So it's like,
listen, dude, you better cut the crap.
okay, and just as he starts to grill you, you hear the door to the tavern like burst open. Shamrock like looks at you like with his fists balled up. Sorry, his hands balled up into fists, and
Yep.
he looks at you and he marches off into the tavern. What do you do?
All right. All right, Gnome. What do you want? What do you want from me? I was taking the piss. What do you want, huh?
Not now. Someone's just walked in.
And he walks back into like the main room. Do you follow him? He's kind of not. He's
All right.
left you unattended in his study.
Uh, can I take the book?
The Merlin and the Wunderkinder?
Yeah. Can I put it in my inventory?
Yeah, you could take it.
Wait.
Okay, so you take the book. So there's no
Uh,
evidence that you're not Merlin now.
yeah. Does he have any gold lying around as well?
You want to look for gold?
I actually no. I'll just go out and see what's happening.
Alright, so you walk out into the main area where kind of workers are milling around, and there's a bar, but with a a smattering of merchants well into the second and third rounds.
Legends.
The man who walks in, he's a giant, not literally, but a giant of a man.
Yep.
He wears like a flat cap and he has a really scraggly red beard. A grin splits his face with a lone wooden tooth where one of his bunny teeth should be. And he
Oh.
says, "Boy, howdy, looky here. It's Shamrock. Old friend, how goes the search for adventurers? Just so happens I could use one to help me with something." And behind him walks in a sheepish looking boy. He's kind of got his hands clasped in front of him. And he has weird scars on his face. He's got lots of vertical scars tiny ones running alongside his temples, and he has
Oh.
big, deep scars that kind of trace from the tip of his nose right to the bottom of his ears. They kind of crudely look like they're trying to outline the muscle groups that lie under his heavily tanned skin.
Yeah, right.
He says nothing and does not appear to register the presence of anyone or anything. He maybe is a couple years younger than Creed, so maybe 15, but he's not looking at anything. Like, he just sees through stuff.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so this man's comes in. He says, how goes the search for adventurers? And Shamrock goes,
Oh, nice to see you, Redmond. Yeah, I've just sent a couple of adventurers off to deal with something for me. One,
he looks at you.
one, one remains.
Well, look at you, a drow. Don't see many of you around these parts. What's your name?
Um, Merlin True Gift.
Merlin True Gift. I like the book character. That's funny. Anyway, would you be willing to help me and Luca here with something?
Yeah, I'll hear what you have to say.
Well, listen. Luca here, he's from one of those salt plain tribes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the salt plains. Yeah.
Now, Luca here, he's from what'd you say it was, Luca? And Luca says, Roretebiki. Roretebiki. The Roretebiki tribe. You heard of it?
Uh, refresh my memory.
Okay. Yeah. So you would have heard of it, but it's not the tribe that you're from. Okay.
Hmm.
Um. So I will tell you some stuff that you would have heard about the Roretebiki tribe.
Yeah.
Okay. So the Roretebiki tribe is located in World's End. It's to the south, further south from the capital than the tribe that you're from.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and the Roretebiki World Seers. Okay, so your tribe would have World Seers.
Yeah.
So their World Seers are called Water Walkers.
Mm.
And all you know about Water Walkers is that they ritualistically drown themselves for some reason.
Like to the point of death, or just like.
Yeah, that's what you've heard. You've heard that they drown themselves to worship their god.
Interesting.
Yeah, so he says, Roretebiki tribe. Have you heard of it?
Yeah, I've heard of them. What about them? What's this kid got to do with it?
Well, Luca here, he's how do you say? He's well, you tell him, Luca. Well, I I'm I'm on a quest, I guess. I need to take and he's getting pretty nervous. And Redmond sees this and he steps in. I remember. So see Luca here. He needs to take water from the nearby Great Lake and head back south to his tribe. It's part of like a coming of age ritual, you see.
Mm-hmm.
So I've heard that there are bandits around these parts these days. Is that right, Shamrock?
Yeah, the guard is mostly looked away from what's happening on the outskirts.
Yeah. So we would appreciate it. it shouldn't be too much trouble. You might have to fight off a bandit or two, but I just need someone to escort me and Luca here down to the Great Lake. Should only take a couple of hours.
So my question for you, Miss Redman, was it?
Redmond.
Redmond, sorry. uh, why Redmond? Yeah. Why do you need my help? You seem like a pretty strong guy. Couldn't you fight off a bandit?
Well, I may be taller than most, larger than most in stature, but I am not an adventurer, you see. I'm a
Oh,
merchant.
I see. Yeah, I'd be happy to help you out. What's in it for me?
Well, let's see. And he he just kind of looks through his pockets. Well, I don't think this will take too long, but it's better safe than sorry. How does 5 gold pieces sound for your time?
Yeah, sounds good. Let's do it.
All right. Is you done with him, Shamrock? Can I take him off your hands?
Yeah, I sent the other two out, to register with the guild, and I didn't really want them killing rats while I was open, you see. So yeah, you can take him.
Well, thank you very much.
Can I just have a word to Shamrock before we go?
Oh yes, I'll leave you two alone. I'll be waiting
Yeah, thanks.
outside. Merlin, was it?
Yeah, that's the one. I'll see you soon, Redmond.
Come on, Luca. Let's go outside for a bit. And Luca follows Redmond outside.
What do you want, Drow?
All right, Shamrock. You know that I'm not Merlin. I'm not going to tell you my real name, but don't tell the others if they come back before I get back.
What are you planning?
That's none of your business. Just don't tell them, right? Or or something. I haven't figured that out yet.
Well, I'm assuming you don't mean any harm by it, so I'll let you play your little game for a bit.
Yeah. I'm not an evil guy, you know. I'm helping these people out. Just trust me. I'm not. It's just a bit of fun. Bit of fun.
Yeah, and now that you think about it, it's weird that Shamrock's even upset that you've adopted the name of a book character.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't seem like something that someone should get mad about in the first place.
That's what I was a bit confused about earlier when Redmond came in. I was gonna be like, what's the problem, huh?
You thought
In fact,
Redmond was gonna say that there's an issue with you taking his name?
no, as in before Redmond came in, when Shamrock found out
Yeah, no, he was
that
pissed. You could tell he was
yeah.
pissed. He's not really good at hiding his emotions.
In fact, like, can I just ask him, like, Shamrock, why do you care? Do you idolize Merlin or something? Like, what's going on?
Um, I'm gonna have you roll persuasion. You wanna persuade him to tell you, like, why
Oh,
why he
true.
got upset about it.
Yeah,
So you want to know why he got upset?
yeah. I'm curious.
Okay. Oh, you only roll an 8.
Oh, for fuck.
So you
Oh,
roll a 3 plus 5 is 8.
oh my. Did I roll a 3 again?
Mm-hmm.
For fuck's sake. Okay, sure.
Well, I'm, listen, man. I might tell you, but I don't know whether to trust you. Maybe after we kill the rats, huh?
All right. Yeah. I can see it's a bit of a touchy subject. I'll go deal with Redmond and Lucas, and I'll see you soon. Hey, take care.
All right. See ya, Merlin. See ya.
Thanks.
Okay, so you join Redmond and Luca. Redmond is talking to someone else, next to a wagon. You're not really sure what they're talking about, but Redmond gives the person a couple of coins and turns back to you and smiles. Well, that didn't take long. How about we head on down to the lake then?
Sounds good, chef.
Alright, so you, Luca, and Redmond start heading down to what is known as the Great Lake. So right now you're on the outskirts of Zurchwil, on like the southeast, um, yeah, like east-southeast edge of the city walls. And you start walking down what Redmond says to you is the old trade road, which doesn't seem to get much use anymore. Most of the merchants appear to occupy the road that the tavern is built on. And Luca kind of, you can tell he wants to say something to you, but he's obviously a bit self-conscious about his stutter, his stammer. And he says,
Luca, my brother, if you have something to say, I would love to hear it. I don't mind how long it takes you to say it.
Okay.
I'm an elf. I will live for 1,000 years. I can spend that time hearing you say a sentence.
he smiles, not broadly, but he smiles with his lips and not his teeth.
Thanks. You're a drow.
Yep.
Are you from the Salt Plains?
Just a little bit further north of the Salt Plains.
Oh. His eyes widen. He's kind of surprised that he was right about his intuition. What's the name of your tribe?
Uh, Damn, I should have thought of a tribe name.
Well, take your time.
Um, let me have a search. My tribe's name is Melidor.
Melidor.
Yeah, that's the one.
Melidor.
Yeah.
Is that Elven? Elvish?
Yes, it is. Yes.
Are you all elves?
What?
Is everyone in your tribe elves? Sorry.
Yeah. Yes. Everyone is Drow in my tribe.
Whoa. Wow. Uh, uh what are your world seers like?
My world seers. Uh, my world seers. Oh yeah. My world seers, they're seen as they're very respected within our tribe. They've been very helpful because we live in a very uh, difficult region when it comes to like weather and things like that. As you might know from being in the Salt Plains, um, they've helped predict things like storms and other catastrophic events. So we revere them quite highly in our tribe. Um,
Oh, cool. Um, he he's kind of hanging on each of your words. He seems to admire you quite a bit. What like rituals did they do?
well, to be honest, I'm not privy to most of their rituals. Since they're quite an old order, they are quite secretive. I think because I'm still quite young. I've only recently come of age. That's kind of why I'm out here, trying to prove myself to the elders of the tribe. Once I think after this quest, I might be revealed some of their secrets and some of their methods, but at this point, it's a mystery to me. They go into the caves near the tribe, and they come out and they know things.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Mostly everyone knows about the Roretebiki world seers.
Yeah, I've heard things. I've heard things.
Yeah. Uh. Uh. They want me to be one.
Do you know what's involved with being a world seer?
You look into his eyes and he again he kind of sees through things, not at things.
Mm.
And when you ask him that question, he similarly doesn't look into your eyes, he sees through them. And you picture your heart in your mind's eye, and it burns with violet flames the temperature of lukewarm tea. And you're wondering if it's painful or beautiful, but before you can process the meaning of it all, the sensation is gone. He kind of blinks and looks away from you and says, all I know is that to know world seeing is to know death.
Well, from like I said, I don't know. I'm not privy to world seeing myself. I'm not a seer, but what I can tell you is that our world seers, they survive. They live through their rituals. I don't know how your rituals work exactly. I don't know which spirits you commune with, but there are other ways to see, from what I'm aware. Are you prepared to do what is necessary to be a world seer for your tribe?
He just says yes without moving his head.
Hmm. I guess that's
Well,
that then.
you two boys seem to be getting along all right. Wait a second, what do I see over there? On the path, you see a hut on the side of the road, and there is a, a gate across the road. And standing on either side of the gate, it's, I guess, more like a fence. It's pretty shoddily made. Are two
Hmm.
people dressed in what you guess is like town guard armor.
Ah, yeah.
And the man, who seems a bit, I don't know, drunk or something, he squints his eyes and looks at you and he says, there's a, uh, Kendrick, what? His companion, a woman named Kendre, apparently, she says,
You need to pay a toll. You need to pay a toll to pass.
Redman kind of scratches his massive beard and says, well, I don't remember there being a toll on the old tradeway. That's strange. What's your reaction to this?
Well, I just want to sit back a little bit and see what Redmond does. Like, I don't care if they pay a toll. It's up to Redmond. He's the driver.
Okay. The man, he says, yeah, a toll. I think 15 gold pieces each. That seems fair, doesn't it, Kendre? And Kendre says,
Yeah, yeah. 15 each. That's 40. Anyway, 15 each.
And Redmond kind of looks a bit uneasy and he says, Now listen. We don't want trouble. I don't recall a fare on the old tradeway, let alone.
So Redmond is feeling a bit uneasy about the toll, hey?
Yeah, he's
Good night. Sleep
super
well.
suspicious. He's super suspicious
Um,
that there's even a toll at all at this part.
and they're asking a toll from me and Luca as well.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna say what are the names again?
So you know the whatchamacallit, you know the woman's name is Kendre.
Oh, we don't know the other guy's name.
No, he hasn't said his name.
That's right. Doesn't matter. Well, I'm gonna say to them, if they try and take gold from me or Luca, I'm just gonna kill them.
Okay,
I'm gonna kill them.
intimidation.
Yep.
Alright. 6. I'm gonna say you fail that.
Oh my god, dude! What is going on?
And the man kind of, he lights up like he's excited. He says, "Oh, Kendre, we got ourselves a taker." And he draws his sword. And now you're in combat.
Wait.
Alright, I gotta set stuff up. So what does Redmond do and what does Luca do in this situation? Luca like kind of low-key is starting to idolize you, and Redmond, he seems capable, but he's not going to get in a fight. Like,
Yeah,
so what
that's fair.
do they do?
As in, I choose or.
Yeah, I just trying to find stuff.
Oh
What do
right.
you?
Well, Luca hides, but he still like watches.
Mhm.
Uh, Redmond does seem pretty capable, but does he have a weapon at all?
No, he's dressed in like merchant's clothing.
True. Well, what do I have? I've got those things. I don't know how many I can give him. I'm gonna give him a drum.
So you just toss a drum to him.
Yeah, yeah.
He looks at it and
I'll
says,
lay a beat down.
"Sir, what am I supposed to do with this?"
When I cut this guy's head off, do like a bum.
Uh, I'm getting the hell out of here.
Give me the drum back.
Yeah, yes, sir. Just drops it and runs.
Oh man.
Okay, so I've rolled initiative for everyone in the fight. So Luca is in combat. Redmond is kind of gotten the hell out of there. You're in combat, and the 2 bandits are also fighting you. They're clearly not the town guard. They just were trying to
Mm.
rob you. So Luca goes first. Um, what is Luca gonna do? I'm gonna control Luca, by the way.
That's good.
Okay, so Luca,
Yeah.
he kind of puts his hands in front of him and he says, "Yeah, Yui," and a great wave of thunder shoots out from his feet and out towards the 2 bandits. So the 2 bandits now have to make what do they have to do? They have to make Constitution saving throws.
Oh
Otherwise they take
fuck.
damage. So okay, they both fail.
Dang.
So Luca's Thunder Wave does 13 damage to each of them,
Oh my god.
which is enough to just kill them outright.
Wow, sweet.
So
Cheers.
his thunder wave, he says Yayui, and there's a really forceful wave shoots out from under his feet in like a cone pattern towards the two bandits. You kind of stood
Yeah.
beside him, getting ready to fight. Redmond is like turned around to see like what's happened, and what does the thunder wave do to these two bandits?
It electrocutes the shit out of them, and they just fall to the ground, fucking dead.
So Luca doesn't
Like
really
smoking.
Luca doesn't really react at all. He just stood there. And he turns to Redmond and says, it's safe. It's safe." What's your reaction to this?
I turn to Redmond and I say, "Hey, I was about to do that." So yeah.
Yes. Now, sir, what were you planning to have me do with the drum exactly?
Well, did you see what he did? Like, lay a beat down, dude. So I've got the drum now, right?
Yeah.
So with the drum, I go, bum bum bum. Yeah, that's all you gotta do, Redmond. It's not that hard.
I'm, I'm starting to think that I'm a little bit out of my depth here. I thought I
That's
was
alright.
just taking this boy down to the lake, and he's gone and killed some folk.
But Redmond, look at this dude. He he's you saw a kid like this who's like not looking at things, and you're like, yeah, he's a normal dude. He just wants a drink of water from a lake. I, you really surprised by this?
He takes off his flat cap and he sort of scratches his head. He says, "Yes, I suppose you're right. Anyway, I suppose we still have to get down to that lake. I don't think these two folk will be bothering us anymore."
Right. Did you want to keep the bodies,
Oh, yes, the bodies. Well,
or do you just want to like loot them, or yeah, what do you want to do with them, Redmond?
well, I suppose this is kind of your area of expertise, being the adventurer and all. I'll turn a blind eye to whatever you choose to do, sir.
Sweet. I steal all of their shit.
Okay. So you pillage both of them. The man, he doesn't have anything on him, but the
Nice.
woman, um, she holds a satchel, and inside is what she's likely pillaged from less deadly travelers along the road. And it has 50 gold pieces in it. And you kind of open it. Luca's still kind of like standing there. He kind of like he seems bothered by something, like he's swatting at like an invisible gnat or something.
Mm.
But you don't see any insects annoying him, but he's troubled by something. But
Look of what?
you have 50 gold pieces in front of you.
All right. Luca, do you want some of this?
Sorry. What? Want what? Want what?
Yeah, actually, well, yeah, relax. What's up? What's up? What's going on?
Uh, uh, I.
Do you see something?
It happens when happens when I. It's Elena. It's Elena.
Eleanor. Who's Eleanor?
Uh, uh, it's hard to explain.
Well, when I said I had 1,000 years to listen to you, is it actually going to take 1,000 years?
What do you say to him?
Oh, right. I say, I'm all ears, buddy. Who's Eleanor? It seems pretty important.
Eleanor is my friend, my friend.
Are they the? Are they what you're like swatting at?
Uh, uh,
Are they a fly?
I don't, I don't want to talk about it.
Okay. Do you want some gold?
Sure. How much did you find?
Well, I found 50.
Whoa.
Yeah. Uh, I mean, you did most of the work there. Do you want? How much do you want?
Uh, um, how much is 50? How much is that?
I mean, considering it cost 1 gold to take us like 3 days across the like between the cities, I'm guessing it's a fuckload.
Oh, wow, wow. You could go to the city and back 20, 25 times.
Yeah, all right. No flex. Do you want? No, do you want like 30, 40?
Uh, I don't know. What do you buy with gold besides trips to the cities?
Women probably.
Oh, he blushes even under his really dark skin.
Sorry. Oh, men. I don't know. I don't know what. I don't know your like type.
Oh.
Like, yeah.
It's just an awkward silence between the two of you.
Uh, just take 30 gold. Here you go.
Okay.
If you want some more, just ask. I don't know. Uh, I
The
like scratch
economy
my
seems to
head.
be in shambles.
Yeah, I don't. There's a lot of gold floating around. No one knows what to do with it. Uh, how about this weather? Hey, jeez.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, Mr. Redmond? Yes, yes. We should move these bodies. Maybe into that hut over there. I don't. Not many people come down this road. We can leave it to the crows and the vultures.
I just want to say, Redmond, you don't get any gold. You don't do shit.
He puts up his hand and says, "Now I don't mind it out. I don't mind at all, sir. And listen, 50 gold pieces. Let's just say that's chump change to someone like me, sir." And he tips his flat cap towards you.
I whisper to Luca, I'm gonna fucking kill this guy.
Oh. No, 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 no.
Actually, Luca, you could kill this guy really easily, it seems. Just sowing,
Not, not,
sowing the seeds.
not me. Not me. Eleanor. Eleanor could
Oh,
kill him.
I see. Is this Eleanor in the room with us right now?
Uh, anyway. So the two of you continue along your path.
Live.
The two of you continue on your path towards the shore of the Great Lake. Okay? So you're way out of reach of prying eyes, and the three of you kind of sat there. Sorry, you're not sat there. I guess you're still standing. Um, anyway, so you look out at the Great Lake. Not quite sure why you're here. Why am I like being Luca right now? Fuck. Like stuttering and shit. Okay. You look out at the Great Lake and you're not sure which is more blue, the cloudless sky or the vast, waveless mirror that dominates your peripherals as you gaze out over the Great Lake. You squint and the dark freckles dotted on the water's horizon become sailboats, with collections of colorful flags hanging from their rigging. Luca methodically kneels down and cups some of the water in his hands and takes a drink. He takes out a bottle that he had on him, and he turns to Redmond, who was carrying a backpack apparently this whole time.
Oh.
I guess it's not too odd. Anyway, in the backpack, it appears not to contain much other than an old laundry basket. And he kind of shrugs and gives it to Luca. Luca thanks him, and he scoops some of the water into his glass bottle, corks it, and puts it back in his belt, and then he hefts the woman's housewife's old laundry tub into the lake to fill it with water. Takes out another bottle full of a white crystal powder, uncorks it,
Yeah,
pours
my
all of it
boy.
into the water and starts stirring it with his arm. So this is taking some time, and you're kind of just watching him with Redmond.
Can I ask him a question?
Who are you asking?
Luca.
Okay, so you're like peering over his shoulder.
Yeah, yeah. Luca, if you're not too busy, I'm just wondering, does it taste any good? Like, can do you mind if I drink some of the lake water? Or is that like weird?
Maybe over there, and he points like a little ways down the shoreline. It seems like whatever he's doing is too sacred for you to meddle with.
I guess I go fuck myself. Hey.
Sorry. This is just important.
Yeah, yeah. It's cool. It's cool. Carry on.
Okay. So Redmond is he's looking a little bit agitated, and he looks at you. He says, "Now Merlin.
Yeah, it's me.
From what I can tell, this boy is from the Water Walkers. Has he told you anything about it?"
I mean, yeah, we had a bit of a chat earlier. Do you know much about the Water Walkers?
I'm afraid I know not enough and a little too much. You know they drown
What the
themselves?
fuck? Oh. Yeah, yeah. I know what a bunch of the tribes in that area do. The Water Walkers are, yeah, pretty crazy.
Now, tell me then, if you know a little bit
Yep.
about it. He takes off his hat and he holds it in both of his hands and looks you in the eyes and he says, "Do some of them live?"
Uh, do they survive the drowning?
Yes.
Is that
He's
not that
kind
I've ever heard of. No, I think it's like a sacrifice to their god or goddess.
he kind of looks away and curses. Fuck.
Redmond, how do you even know Luca?
Well, my associate Marco and we found him in nearby Brittlefell. Um, when we found him, he was skin and bones. He must have walked from his tribe all that way. Would have taken months.
Damn, it's pretty impressive.
We took him in 'cause we didn't know what else to do with him, and he's been traveling with me, helping me out, offloading, unloading, and we finally made it to Zurchwil, which is where he was trying to go, apparently.
Ah, true. Okay, so it seems like you're a bit of like an attachment to this kid.
Well, yes, and I suppose he'll come along with me until I make it as far south as I go. You can probably guess that the tribes don't want to trade much.
Yep. Yeah, I do know that.
Yes, but well, I'll be heading to the capital soon with my associate Marco, and I guess Luca will come with us. Uh,
W-
on the condition
well, I
that
mean,
he
survives
yes,
the drowning.
well, yes.
Did Yeah, okay.
So Redmond, you on his face, you feel like he thinks he's made a mistake when you tell him that you haven't heard that the water walkers survived the drowning. Um, and then Luca says, Mr. Redmond. Yes, yes, son. I'm ready. And so Redmond kind of stumbles over to Luca and kneels down beside him. Even kneeling, he's like twice the height of Luca. And
Yeah. The fuck?
and
Very tall.
Luca looks up to Redmond. He says, I made my promise. I'll keep it. Will you keep your promise, Mr. Redmond? Mr. Redmond, he takes a while to say anything. He says, well, it's a bad day to be a man of my word. And Lucas slowly puts his face into the wash tub. And you see bubbles coming from it. And Redmond kind of just watches him with a bowed head. What's your reaction to all this?
Well, I mean, I know what's happening, so I'm gonna watch Redmond and see his reaction to it, because I think he's gonna do something stupid.
Okay. So the bubbles stop, and you see Luca's arms like tighten his forearms as he clutches the side of the tub, and reflexively goes to pull his head out of the tub, but Redmond's massive hand comes down and pushes on the back of his head. And Luca starts like freaking out, like flailing his arms and stuff, but Redmond keeps his hand held, um, and he's cursing under his breath over and over again. God damn it, boy! Um, but yeah, Luca is struggling.
Hmm. Is anything happening to the wash tub itself? Is there any like colors or anything like that happening?
No, it's just bubbling and well, not even bubbling. It's just sloshing around as Luca struggles.
I'm gonna ask Redmond if he's ever seen a water walker. Is that what it's called?
However you say it, he's kind of like stressed out right now.
I'm just gonna fucking yell at him. I'm gonna say, have you ever seen like a water walker like ceremony happen before?
No, god damn it, I didn't know what a water walker was until 3 months ago.
Jeez, golly gosh, moral dilemma. But at the same time, doesn't seem like the tub's working.
So do you
I'm
trust him
gonna,
to
I'm
act
gonna,
or not?
yeah, I'm gonna act. I'm gonna tell Redmond stop.
He whips his head to you and he says in an authoritative tone, Stand down, sir.
I'm gonna tell him you don't know what a water walker ceremony looks like. This isn't working. It's not what Luca wants. It's not what Luca's supposed to be doing.
I know it's not what it's supposed to be doing, but I gave my word, sir.
God fucking damn it, Redmond. The ceremony isn't working. Luca's just going to die and he's not going to fulfill his promise.
How the
Let
hell
him
do
out.
you know if it's working or not? And as you two are arguing, Luca just stops flailing and his body goes limp. And Redmond turns to the the boy and he goes, "Well, shit."
Redmond, I'm an elf. I'm a drow. I'm from a nearby tribe. I haven't seen a ceremony in person, but I know that it's not supposed to just be fucking bubbling water.
Oh my god, what have I
How?
done? So he just has his head in his hands and he kind of starts to pull Luca out of the tub. Um, and you're kind of just standing there trying to explain to him why logically you would have known better, but he seems to
Yeah,
stand by his
distraught.
word to a fault.
Mm. Yeah.
And he says, "Ah, this is my sin to bear, Drow."
Look, Redmond, you did what you could. You did what you knew, and I'm sure Luca understood that. I'm sure he understood the risk of telling someone who didn't know what he was getting into to do such a thing like this. And yeah, I don't think it's your fault.
So you two are kind of just left there. Um, and then you hear a massive crack, and you look up, and the sky appears to sparkle with electricity, and Luca's eyes shoot open, but this time they're balls of light, and he opens his mouth and screams, but you don't hear anything. And he starts kicking his arms and legs and throwing a fuss. And he's glowing this bright blue, and Redmond kind of like shoots back and scrambles away. Um, so Luca is he's alive maybe, but his eyes and his mouth are full of light, and it looks like his skin is cracking at the edges of his eyes and his mouth, and he kind of shoots his head back and light spews out of his mouth, and then he goes limp again. Um, his eyes remain open, and now he begins singing while lying on the floor with his head to the sky. And I'm gonna sing to you, Dougal.
Yep.
Okay, so he sings the following. Iei nobumeno menmiri ojuyo asate kanae utamae. So you're taken aback that this stuttering boy sings out a string of these words that individually you don't understand, but their meaning comes fast to you, and you realize that this is the language of angels, seraphim and cherubim. So you don't know the words, but their meaning is clear to you. He repeats the verse, but impossibly, in chorus with him, sings the voice of a woman along with him. Two voices from one mouth. And the meaning of the words are a playful argument between a boy and a girl. They disagree with some things. They regret the things they say to each other in retaliation. The girl came to the boy. The boy asks questions he doesn't know whether or not he should. And the girl leaves. And Luca stops moving again. He closes his eyes, and whatever had happened appears to have finished. And Redmond says, "Well, I'll be damned. Did you understand any of that, Drow?"
Yeah. I don't know what he said, but I get it.
Yeah, I feel the same way. It's like young love. That's what I felt.
Yeah.
And Luca interrupts Redmond, coughing and turning to his side. Redmond rushes over to him and says, "Luca, you're alive!" And he kind of pushes him to his side, and he looks at you and says, "Drow, do you know medicine?"
Fuck. I cast Ray of Sickness. No. Uh,
Do you have a +2
nope.
medicine?
Oh, I do.
Yeah, you're not proficient.
Where is it?
But +2's
Yeah. I mean, I can give it a shot. Ready?
okay. I'm gonna roll.
Redhead. I bet it's gonna be a single digits again. He's gonna fucking die.
No, you pass. So
Oh
run me through.
god, it's 10.
Run me through what you do to
Alright, well,
stabilize Luca.
wrap a bandage around his arm, bandage around his head, and he's all good. I'll give him some ibuprofen. I spin him round so he's like on all fours, and I hit him on the back in the middle of the chest, to make him like cough.
Okay, he spews a fountain of salt water. You're not sure how such a large volume of water fit in such a small boy. And he coughs and lays still again.
I like shake him and slap him a little bit.
Uh, uh, ow, ow.
Sorry.
Is that you, Merlin?
Yeah, it's me. What's are you okay? Are you in pain?
He lays back he goes back, rolls onto his back again, and lets his arms slip by his side, and he looks into the sky, emotionless, and he says, I lived.
That's crazy.
He turns to you and he says, "Well, what happened? Well, I was gone."
Well, this big blue light. Do you not remember anything?
Well, I saw Eleanor.
How was she?
The same.
Did she mention me?
No.
Oh. Well, yeah, the sky turned blue. I mean, it is blue. Yeah, you turned blue. You were saying some shit in Seraphim. Oh, not Seraphim. In fucking what's it called? Language angels.
Celestial.
That's it. Yeah, speaking celestial. Man. Um.
Oh.
So did you? Yeah. Wow. Did you see? Did you speak with Eleanor? What did you guys talk about?
I've never spoken to her myself.
I thought you just said you fucking spoke with her.
Not until now.
Oh,
I've
yeah, yeah.
my the world seers. The world seers. I speak to her through them before they die. But I've never seen her before now.
Do you remember what did she tell you anything just now?
She said she's meant to be a goddess. She's meant to be a goddess.
It was my understanding that she was a goddess. Has something happened to her?
What do you mean?
I thought she was the goddess that your tribe worships. What? Is that not the case?
No. Ellen, my mother always said she was a imaginary friend.
Imaginary friend. I think you're more gifted than what your mother thought or what she was. Because you're the first water walker to survive this process, at least that I've ever heard of. That's pretty cool.
I guess he just kind of seems a bit sad, if anything, but not clearly distraught or recovering. He's just seems like a sad boy who said something he regretted to a girl he liked.
Mm.
Well, I I hate to be a party pooper, but is that all you needed, Luca? We should get you back and looked after. Uh, uh, yes, I got the water. And he points to the bottle of fresh water on his belt. Do you need this, Mr. Redmond? Oh, the wash tub? No, I'd rather never look at it again. Thank you very much, sir. Me neither.
Wait, Luca.
Yes?
See, you've done the ritual, but you survived it. What do you need? What do you need the water for?
The water is it's the part of the ritual.
I thought the whole point was that you were supposed to die, though.
Why do you think that?
So I've never heard of a water walker surviving the ritual before.
Well, Eleanor said I'd survive. I thought she'd be impressed. He says the last bit in like a grouchy
Ah.
teenager's voice.
Uh, yeah, all right.
The ritual. I'll tell you about it later.
Great.
Well, okay. Luca, can you walk? I I I I think so. Um, he, you and Redmond kind of help Luca up, and you head slowly back to the tavern. Um, do you? I guess we've had a lot of talking. But you still haven't fought anything, right? Luca kind of just fucking demolished the enemies I put in front of you.
Yeah, god damn it.
Did you want to try and fight something?
Fuck yeah.
Okay. So, you, like, an incapacitated Luca and Redmond. Redmond's sort of half carrying Luca is a lot worse off than he said he was. You're walking up the old trade road, and a wolf, but not clearly a wolf. It looks like it's on fire from far away.
Oh shit.
And as it gets closer to you, it's kind of coated in this sort of, it kind of looks like cocktail fire. You know, you get a cocktail and it
Oh yeah,
lights
yeah.
in that like pale blue fire. Kind of looks like a
Mm.
wolf that's coated in that sort of transparent blue fire.
Oh shit, it's very fire.
It kind of sees you and stops in its tracks. It doesn't seem bothered by the flames itself. It seems to be running from something else. And it locks eyes with you and it howls. And another wolf, sorry, let's say two more wolves appear from the nearby glade. And they're gonna fight you while you're weak and Luca is on the brink of death.
Oh, you motherfucker.
Okay. So do you try and get Redmond to fight with you this time?
Nah, you gotta look after Luca.
Okay.
I'm not letting another motherfucker steal my kills.
Okay, do you have what you can do on you?
Yep.
Okay, let's just say you go first. Fuck it. What do you want to do? There's 3 wolves. They're not too tough.
How are they arranged?
The cocktail fire wolf appears to be like the leader, and there are 2 behind him in like a triangle pattern.
I see. All right, well, let's bust out the big guns. I'm gonna cast Ray of Sickness on the big baddie.
Okay. Constitution. So the wolf kind of reels back, and snarls at you, and lunges forward to attack.
And it's poisoned as well, right?
So you hit, you do 3 damage, and then they do the saving throw, which is failed. Yeah, okay, so now it's poisoned. Okay, can you tell me like what happens when you cast Ray of Sickness then?
Like what the handbook says.
No, like what it
Or
looks like. So
it's like
Ray
a
of Sickness.
long green, it's like a green tentacle, green tendril that
Yeah.
shoots out
Oh, it shoots out.
from.
So it's got a verbal part and a somatic part. So you have to like make an action and you have to say something when you cast it to shoot out this green tendril.
All right. So the action is I'm holding my Eye of the Beholder. Um, this seems like a pretty mad spell, so I'm gonna make it like my mad one, my main one. I mean, I'm gonna point the eye so it like looks at the target. That's the like action. And I'm gonna say, get greened.
Okay. So you say get greened, this poison tendril shoots out and kind of whips this wolf across the face, and it sort of yelps, and then its face sort of, you know, what dogs do when they eat grass and they start hacking?
Oh yeah.
It's trying to like hack up something. And then it grits its teeth and it turns to and it lunges. But what it does when it's poisoned, it has disadvantage on attack rolls. Okay, so it rolled a critical miss. So what I'm gonna have it do is effectively attack itself.
Oh my god.
So it's gonna do 2d4 damage, 2d4 plus 2 damage to itself.
Damn.
Okay, so it does 8 damage to itself, plus 2,
Did
10
more damage than I did.
So
Fucking.
it fucking kills itself somehow? I don't know.
What the fuck?
So I guess, like, maybe it ate something big, and as it's hacking, like, it gets lodged in its throat,
Oh my god.
and it stops breathing, and it keels over, and Redmond's like, boy, what the hell did you just do to that wolf?
What the fuck? Oh god.
Okay, the second wolf, it still wants to fight you. It wants something to damage you. Okay, the second wolf just misses you. Third wolf, come on, mate. The third wolf fucking misses you as well. Redmond's kind of just like, sir, you got this handle, don't you? Please, you got this.
Yeah, yeah, mate. You can pull up a chair if you want.
Okay. Um. So it's your turn again.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go for the necromancy again. I'm gonna cast Chill Touch on one of the wolves.
Yes, certainly. So this is just a cantrip, isn't it?
Yeah. It's got VS again. Uh. So I guess my action. Um. My action is I'm gonna point the eye at the thing, at the wolf, and then I'm gonna just like shake it around. I'm gonna say, "Ooh." Yeah, like I'm really cold, like my teeth are chattering. Like, "Ooh."
Okay.
Yeah, and I make the hand appear, and I imagine it does some damage. So I'm gonna make it just like slap the wolf in the face and like cover its eyes.
Okay. So you hold up the eye and you kind of go, woo, and Redmond kind of side eyes you. He looks a bit suspicious, and the this ghostly hand, this apparition, it forms out of nothingness, and instead of slapping the wolf, it just pats it on the head. So the wolf is like kind of a bit confused,
A bit relaxed.
but you don't do any damage to the wolf.
God damn it.
So it attacks you. Come on, wolf. Big money. So you effectively missed,
Yeah.
as did the fucking wolf. Alright, third wolf.
It was so charmed by the pat.
Yeah. So patted it, it just chose not to attack you. The third wolf, however,
Legend.
finally fucking attacks you.
Damn it.
Okay. So it does 4 damage to you. So that's half your
Oh.
health gone.
fucking Christ.
You all right, Mister Merlin?
Oh man, my ass. I did 8 fucking health? God damn.
Yeah. Alright, it's your turn again. You still have a spell slot.
What do you mean a spell slot?
So you used one of your spell slots on Ray of Sickness. So
Mm.
Ray of Sickness is a first level spell. You can only cast 2 first level spells into your next long rest. But for this fight,
Oh, like my meditation type of thing.
yeah.
Right. Well, I'm gonna cast another Ray of Sickness. Fuck these fucking wolves.
Oh man, I hope you hit him.
I fucking need to. I'm gonna point my eye and say, I forgot what I said. Get greened.
Get green. Okay. So this one does 5 damage.
Get poisoned, bitch.
Okay, and I'll roll for poison. Oh, it's not poisoned.
Damn.
Okay. So you green this wolf, but it doesn't get sick. It takes a bit of damage though. Like it's pretty wiped from this attack. It still goes for the kill though. Let's roll for hit.
The Ray of Sickness isn't like an automatic poison? God fucking damn it.
No, the wolf has to roll for. It has to roll a Constitution saving throw,
Oh, I
and if it
see.
fails that, it's poisoned.
You're right. Yeah. Okay.
So this wolf misses,
Oh, phew.
and the second wolf misses. God damn it!
Oh,
So you don't have any spell slots. Your AC is very high. I guess it's from the dragon thing.
what's AC?
Armor class.
Yes, it is very high. Um, I'm gonna on the weak wolf, actually on both of them, because I'm pretty sure this is like a rain. This can hit 2 things at once. Acid splash.
Okay.
Um, it's got a V and S component as well. So with the Eye of the Beholder, um, I'm gonna bounce it like a basketball, while saying, "Bubble, bubble, toil and trouble."
Okay. Redmond is like very puzzled by the way you harness your magic. So you're bouncing your eye like a basketball. You say bubble, bubble, boil, trouble.
Yeah, like through my legs and stuff. Yeah, it's pretty impressive. Get bubble, 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 toil and trouble, bitch.
Okay, you kill one of the wolves.
Let's go.
Okay, the other wolf sees its dead companion, kind of. What does a dog do? Like whines and
Yep.
tucks its tail between its leg and shoots off.
Can I shoot a crossbow bolt after it?
Sure. You miss.
Fuck. Can I go get the bolt?
So you shot like a fair way away.
Fuck.
So it's like it'd be sticking in the long grass somewhere. Like there's no way of finding it.
True. Alright, I'm down to 19, I guess. Fuck.
Well, you seem capable enough. It's not far to the tavern now, Redmond says.
Need more fucking health. God damn.
Yeah, if you had gotten attacked again, you would have died. But I would have
Yeah.
made Luca like save you, I reckon.
Well, I'm
Could
just
you
lucky as
imagine they come
hell.
back, Redmond's just carrying a dead guy and a like crippled child, and Dane and Creed are back from their like wonderful, happy adventure.
What the fuck happened? Oh,
Okay, so
lost me fucking crossbow bolt.
yeah, you make your way back to the brew house. You've put Luca to rest. To rest. You've put him into Shamrock's bed. He kind of has to curl in the fetal position to fit in it. And
Trip.
you're all sat at the bar. Shamrock is kind of busying himself with odd jobs. And he says,
Well, how did it go?
I slap him across the face.
"Who?
I say, Shamrock. The
Why?"
Shamrock. I got my ass kicked by a fucking wolf.
Yeah, you look a little worse for wear. What happened to your young friend?
um. Well, how much do you know about water walkers, Shamrock?
Oh, not much. Are those the folk that drown themselves?
No.
Oh,
Yes, that is what the Water Walkers are. You're a bit of a
Fuck you,
troublemaker.
Redmond.
You're a bit of a
Fuck.
troublemaker, aren't you, Mr. Merlin?
I'm gonna down a beer and then shoot a crossbow bolt at Redmond. um.
You miss
Yeah.
again.
Well.
I didn't roll for that.
Okay. God damn.
He's not the best shot.
Oh, fuck my life. Um, yeah, well, water walkers, they have a very sacred connection to the deity Eleanor, and in order to commune with them, they drown themselves. And as you can probably imagine, drowning yourself is a pretty lethal process. But our boy Luca here, Luca lying in your bed, he survived somehow. So
huh,
pretty
the
crazy.
goddess Eleanor? I've never heard of that.
Well,
Neither have I, to tell the truth.
you're not an elf, are you? Are you, Shamrock? Fucking gnome.
Well, what does an elf know that a gnome doesn't?
Well, I know who Eleanor is, for starters.
He crosses his arms.
Well, tell me more about Eleanor then.
Well, her favorite color's blue.
Go on.
What more do you need to know about a woman?
A woman? Are you allowed to call a goddess a woman?
Oh,
Redmond
you say goddess?
kind of looks at the ceiling.
Well, you said goddess, didn't you? Not god. So, yeah. Your words, bro.
Um. Anyway, yeah, I haven't heard of not many people talk about gods and goddesses these days. That's for sure. So you could be telling the truth, but you don't seem like the type.
Fuck. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. If you'd seen the stuff I've seen, little Nomi man, then man, you wouldn't be you wouldn't be as skeptical.
Oh, I've seen plenty. Anyway, Redmond. So tell me why you're here.
Well, I'm actually looking to do some dealing with a friend of yours, Shamrock. Marco.
Oh yeah, Marco. He helps me
Hello.
with the accounting sometimes. What kind of deal has he gotten you involved with?
Well, I don't know the specifics of it, but I think he wants to trade alcohol to bring alcohol back to the capital? Wine, I think.
Oh, wine, that's good.
Wine, you say?
Yeah, wine. Got something to say, buddy?
What's your favorite wine?
Well, I prefer the reds.
Yeah, me too.
Legend. I high five Shamrock.
He doesn't reciprocate your high five. What did you just sulk?
I sulk.
Yeah, he says it's quite a how do you say, time sensitive deal. So I got here quick as I could with Luca here. Just so happens he had something he needed to take care of. By golly, I think I've aged a couple years from the shit we've just been through, Shamrock. Let me tell you that much.
Oh, yeah, well, I'm glad you're all still here. Now, Merlin, are you still in, ship shape? The others should be back soon, and, we can well, you can fight some rats, if you're up for it.
Yeah. God, let me get a couple beers so I can restore myself, hey?
And you know what? That's all she wrote for that. Thanks for listening. I hope you guys like this. We have a Gmail now. So the Gmail is yttraepodcast. Let me spell that out for you. That's YTTRAE podcast, all one word, at gmail.com. yttraepodcast at gmail.com. Do whatever you want with that. No specific instructions. Send me anything. It'll make me feel validated. Thanks for listening. Yeah, email me. That's about it. See you next week when everyone comes back together. Okay, bye. See ya.